biggest enemy you'll ever have to fight against is yourself. You want to change your life? You want to save more money? You want to save more money. You want to get in shape? What's the thing that holds you back from doing any of those I? It's you getting in your own way every single time. You got to get to a point here. You're tired of losing. You got to decide, I'm not going to be a loser anymore. You're going to be a winner. Stop letting yourself down. Stop breaking all these promises you make to yourself about how you're really going to do it. This is the last time I give in to that addiction. If you don't truly mean it, don't bother saying it. But if you truly do want to change, you got to decide wholeheartedly that I will not deviate from the plan. I will stick to it no matter what happens. I will execute every day of my life on that goal, on that vision. As if my life depends on it. Stop taking your life so casually. You've got to get serious about making the changes as you want to see. Don't leave room in your life for laziness. Don't leave room for slacking off. Don't leave room for sickness. Don't leave room for excuses. Don't leave room for just this one time. No. You got to have the mindset of a machine. And that machine cares about one thing. And one thing only: executing on the goal. If it doesn't support your goals, you cut it out of your life. If you know it will help you achieve the vision, you double down on it. Discipline in your mind. Every single day is what leads to success. Discipline is what breaks through all the infinite excuses and reasons you come up with on why you can do it. The more you do those hard tasks you got to do, facing those hard things and destroying them, executing on the mission, your daily life will get better. And better, you have to reach a point where you don't let your bullshit feelings control the outcomes. You get it done whether you want to do the work or not. You don't have time to be in your feelings. The weights won't lift themselves, the work won't complete itself, the books won't study themselves. You have to do it, and you have to do it now. And while you're sitting there thinking, hesitating, debating in your head whether you should go do it or not, you're falling behind. I want to share something important with you. Something you probably already know deep down inside. Life, well, is not always a smooth ride. It can be tough, harsh, and throw challenges at you when you least expect it. But here's the secret. It's not about how hard life hits you. It's about how hard you can see. Pain is like a passing storm. It might feel unbearable at times, but it always subsides, making way for brighter days. The only thing that can make it last forever is if you give up. And I know you're not a quitter. Life is a game of inches. Sometimes success is just one small step away, and you have to be willing to take it. Don't let anyone tell you what you can or can't do. If you have a dream, protect it fiercely, pursue it relentlessly. Don't be afraid of failure. It's a stepping stone to success. You've got to want it so bad that it keeps you up at night. Success shouldn't just be a desire. It should be a burning passion. Remember, your potential is limitless. It's not your shortcomings that should frighten you. It's your incredible power and potential that should inspire you. Dig deep within yourself and ask, who do I want to be? It's all about making choices and decisions. Decide who you want to become, what you want to achieve, and how you'll get there. Don't let doubts or limitations hold you back. You know, it's not about how hard life hits you. It's about how resilient you are. Get up no matter how many times you fall. Fight your way back into the light, 1 inch at a time if needed. Sacrifice who you're now for the amazing person you can become. Success isn't handed to you. It's earned through hard work, dedication, and a relentless pursuit of improvement. If you're not making someone else's life better, you're not fully living. Embrace the challenges, push through the pain, and find your reward in the journey. Don't cry to quit. Cry to keep going. Know your worth and go after what you deserve. Don't blame others for where you are. Take control and be better than that. Every day is a fresh start. Every moment a new opportunity. Show the world the new you and let your greatness shine. You are capable of more than you can imagine. Remember, the power to create a better life is within you. You have the ability to shape your destiny and make this life an incredible adventure. So what are you going to do? Break free from the illusion of limits and reach for the stars. I'm talking to that athlete. I'm talking to that administrator. I'm talking to that nurse, that doctor. I'm talking to that student. I'm talking to that communicator. I'm talking to that pioneer, that inventor. I'm talking to that entrepreneur. I'm talking to that preacher. I'm talking to that person who refuses to stay where they are. I'm talking to that person that doesn't have a problem laying in obscurity, because you know that when you come out of the dark room, all eyes on you. We live in a culture of busyness, distraction, and noise. And sometimes the only way something's going to change is if we disappear. Sometimes you got to delete the app. Sometimes you have to walk away. Sometimes you have to fall back into the dark room and focus on you. Everybody wants destiny. Everybody wants manifestation. Everybody wants fulfillment. Everybody wants the next level, a better relationship, and a higher quality of life. But nobody wants to eliminate distractions. Nobody wants to disappear for 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, and get into a place where you can focus on just you. What if you could just shut out every distraction? What if you could just shut up the world for just a season and focus on you? A man is rewarded in public for what he does in private. Can you unplug for just a moment and focus on what matters? Why are you here? What is your destiny? The reason why you don't see it, the reason why it is not manifested, the reason why you are so frustrated is because you have not been willing to forsake all that you've been called to forsake and to follow through behind closed doors so you can talk about it. Sure, you can plan it. Sure, you can write it down. Sure, you can go to the conference so you can hear about it. You can read about it, but at some juncture you have to disappear and put the work in and come back and shock everybody that doubted you. I'm talking to that man, that woman, that boy, that girl who feels the fire in their belly. It's time for you to shock the world. You may have to sleep in your car. You may have to go without food. You may have to bounce around from couch to couch. You may have to sacrifice like nobody in your family ever asks. But can you do it behind the scenes when nobody's looking, when nobody's watching, when nobody understands the measure of passion that you carry? Can you keep going? Don't stop. You right there. Go through the process in the dark room that prepares us and equips us for the stages of destiny. It's time to get real. It's time to get raw. It's time to look ourselves in the mirror and come to the resolve that this version of ourselves is not going to carry us in the stretch. I've been this version of myself long enough that if I don't change, if I don't do something about this, then I'm going to find myself bankrupt.
Today, I need you to embrace what comes hard. Today, I need you to accept the challenge. Today, I need you to fall in love with the process. And will be plenty of opportunities to get discouraged, to lose your passion, and think that it's not meant to be. But if you're going to reach your destiny, you have to have a made-up mind. You give up after the first time, or 5th time, or the 30th time. What that really means is you didn't want it bad enough. There should be something you're believing for, so that you are relentless. You are not moved by how impossible it looks. You're not discouraged by how long it's taking. So don't give up because people told you no. Your attitude is, if I have to believe my whole life, I'm not going to stop believing. I'm not going to take no for an answer. I'm not going to settle for mediocrity. I'm going to keep pursuing what put in my heart.
And ask ourselves, what do I really want? What do I really want? And write it down. Writing causes thinking. Thinking creates an image, and you get these images. And you get these images growing. You're building a vision in your mind. It's the visionaries that's changed the world. Think of that. But what keeps that competitive edge, what keeps you on top, is the ability to think and prepare mentally over and over and over again. The body has limitations. The mind does not. We focus so much on what goes on the neck down that we forget it all starts from here. Everything starts from there. If you're not mentally ready, You're never really physically prepared. And that's where the preparation starts. What would your life be like as you look toward the future if you decided, I'm not going to allow my fears to stop me? And I'm saying to you, whatever you got to do it. Because if you don't, life is going to whoop you until you surrender. So when you're young and you make mistakes, don't let them eat you up. Because everybody that done made them. You got to fail in order to win. Hey, look, man, to understand how to hit the game when it's shot, you got to miss the game when it's shot. You know, you got to be tough because the road to success is always under construction. It's never a clear path to success. The people who become successful are the people who have a relentless attitude. And you just got to hang in there through the bad breaks, because the bad breaks is coming, but they usually come right before the big break. It's about to happen. You get a series of bad breaks, and it stumbles up a lot of people. My life and my success is to say to anyone, you can stumble, you can fall, you can get back up again.